Alrighty guys, I hope you're having a good day. So today we are going to be continuing work on our Nebulon-B, and I'm thinking we're going to start off with either some more structure or interiors. So once I hop in and load everything up, we'll get that kicking and see what goes on. So yeah. Oh, epic Jans. Alright, almost loaded. Jeez, this takes forever to load. The Nebulon is massive. And, Lazy, I was actually kind of wanting to do that today. Get it to where the structure is proper. So let's just switch over. I did not change my mic settings. So, yeah, I didn't change anything, but I guess I have gotten a couple comments about being louder, which I guess might contribute to that, but it also might be because I'm awake. Oh, is it like a lot? Like, is it bad? Is it good? Rough. Okay, hold on. I have an idea to fix this, alright? Alright, I don't know if that'll fix it at all. Is it really that loud? I don't know. But yeah, that's the fix. But so I'm gonna do a little bit of you guys want me to I can turn my gain down. Do you think that's a little bit better idea? A little louder? Okay. Oh, okay. Did destroying my lung actually fix things? Here, let me find the gain. I don't know which way is plus or minus. That is that any louder or is that quieter? Hold on. All right, we're gonna work this out right now. Why? Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep talking and I'm gonna. Here we go. How's that? That seems a bit quieter. I'm sorry, I'm destroying people's ears. Alright, it's good now? Okay. Alright, apologies to everyone's ears. I think I must have hit the button yesterday. Oh, did I not copy in those? Ah, hell yeah, Blade. That is the way that it goes these days. Alright. We'll slap these bad boys on, and man, okay. One thing I do wish that Starbase had, because normally the rotation is in 15-degree groups, right? It's normally in 15-degree groups, but I honestly really like it with the 5-degree, and I wish it had more support for that. Alright, that looks better. Yeah, that's copying the other side. Cool. So we'll weld that all up, and then that should connect the rest of these. So you have your doubts about the plasma thrusters. Well, okay, right now, yes, it's going to be difficult. In the future, though, I think it's going to be better. And Gappy, yes, I am going to accept the jank frame, because right now, well, I can take that bit out, but right now, a lot of this is just going to be the core bits and stylized choices. So, how do I put this? I'm trying to think, like, it really is just a rough frame, and that's kind of what we want for this area. It's not going to be exact, and it's not going to be totally the greatest, but as of right now, it's what is kind of needed. I don't know. I have a feeling like right now, even with the... Oh, can you guys even... Okay, you can't see my cursor. Even with this little part, you know, or things like these, we're never going to see them on the outside. As long as we don't see it on the outside or see it a lot on the inside, unless, you know, we're doing repairs, I don't think it's going to be a major issue. And also we can do stuff like this. That will help a little bit when we're doing things, just because symmetry is yes. However little, or, you know, however much symmetry, man, I can't speak today, but any symmetry we can get is good symmetry. We might actually have to change this up to accommodate for our outer plating there, but that's a later sim issue. Also where this meets up here. But okay, so today there are 2 or 3 things that I kind of wanted to focus on. So the first being getting those structural bits, those weird little structural bits done, making sure that we do have that rough alignment. Second, potentially putting in basic ship systems. So thinking of where we're going to put big generators, putting in propellant tanks, ductwork, putting ducts all over the ship and making sure that those are, well, everywhere. And then after that, well, okay, the third thing was the navigation bridge back here. Unsymmetrical parts make me cringe a little bit inside. Like, a little bit, I say. A lot. So, it hurts. There we go. Okay. Alright, what I'm going for is I'm trying to find the point of, like, the center point in here. That way I can kind of design the bridge, the navigation bridge around that. And yes, Clifford, embrace the jank beams. Alright, so that's way too much. So with this navigation bridge, I guess I don't know exactly what we're shooting for. Actually, hold up. This is one of those things where it's super close, but it's not going to be good enough. Because if we did like a 48 and a 24 or a 36, 36 is too much just by a little. So if we did a 36 on either side, there we go. So yes, we have that gap in the center, but that's okay because we just needed to figure out what that gap is right now. So what I'm going to do is in the background, I am going to pull up our folder with all of the inspiration that we have. Or actually, hold up. Where'd it go? I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me... Alright, here we go. This. So... Let's see. What we're going for back here is this navigation bridge. So we need to get a good look at what that looks like. So, do we have any close-ups? Well, first off, it looks very Star Destroyer-ish. You know, that classic main bridge with the sloping area, and the command post would be right there, it looks like. And then, I guess, quote-unquote, shield generators. But we need to have that back sloped area, a little raised area. So yeah, let's just mess around with that. And then what comes after the Nebulon? Good question. I'm not sure what's going to come after the Nebulon. I think we might want to do a fighter. Because I'm not sure the Bastet, honestly, is quite relevant anymore. There have been a lot of better ships that have been made. That, because like the Bastet looked kind of like a sword, right? At least in my mind, not some phallic shape you guys have in yours, but it's no longer such a great design. Like, yeah, it's fun, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to say this properly. It's not so great anymore. And then, so the Nebulon-B, so this is still gonna be a combat ship. Hold up. So this is still gonna be a combat ship, as with its predecessor, but the thing is, we want this less for combat and more for multi-purpose and, you know, the cool factor. Like, imagine SOS, like, say you and your big ship, you ran into an asteroid or something, or you ran out of fuel, and you're kind of screwed. And you just see the Nebulon-B pulling up out of nowhere. And you're like, whoa, that is really cool. Yeah, kind of publicity. And a tanker, disco flagship, because the material cost is, all 914 stacks now. But, you know, just a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm putting these here for spacing. That way we can get these beams over and have some structural areas that we can place our bridge on top of these and not have any major issues. Yeah, I agree, Clifford. Having a kind of just no weapons, blank interior, but it's a ship that goes, it'll be good. Oh, and Lazy, you underestimate the SOS mining team. The mining team right now, how do I put this? They're insane in a really good way. Hey, Glorix, welcome. The mining team of SOS, like, I do not know what I would do without them. They are amazing. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I'm gonna put this at the back of the ship just so I can kind of figure out what we want to do at the front. Yeah, and like we have some of these people, but we always have people who, you know, it's relaxing to mine. It's nice to mine. It's like after a long day, it's nice. But okay, so what we want to do is this whole bridge is going to be inlaid a little bit. I don't think we're going to do these side pods here, like that you see kind of there, or like right there. I'm not sure we're going to do those. Unless we have them as weapon stations, but even the weapon stations might be just put on this little shelf right here. And then, so this is kind of laid back a little bit. I'm trying to find a good picture of the bridge, like a close-up. Man, these renders are really good. The cost to build capital ships is going to be insane. Okay, but anyways, so it's laid back a little bit, and it looks kind of like it's not at this first beam here, like it's laid to the second beam. So we'll just kind of start it at the second beam. And we don't want this to be too tall, it's because it's really going to be I guess it could be our flagship bridge. We do want it to be kind of grand. Let's see how high we can get this. Alright, so like roughly, okay, we could fit a little bit more on there, but that's as high as we would want the beam structure to go, because then we can't put anything on top of that. So this will be where our core is going to be. Let's actually, hold up. We're going to take out, oh, I already did the spacers back there. Now I'm going to delete this so that our limit is a little bit lower. And alright, if we look back to our, I'm going to be switching in between tabs a lot, so, but it's just a little bit off from the edge, but that core bit is going to be pretty thin. It's all, looks like it's only going to be as wide as one of our plasma thrusters. So let's make sure that it is only as wide as one of our plasma thrusters. Alright, and then bring this in. Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing like we have in SOS. Like we are able to print a bunch of ships, and then, you know, you've got a large mining team, so it's kind of chill. Now to make sure that these are kind of... Alright, so these are off a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that these are going to be roughly similar. Wait a second, what? Alright, well that counts, I guess. Interesting. Okay. We'll take it and run. So, Sunny, I'm not sure if we're gonna use box thrusters as reverse thrusters. We may just use triangles and like put them kind of here in the engine pack or something back there. But yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna use boxes, but we'll probably use triangles. And there's not really any rescue factions. There's repair factions and refuel factions, but they're not like what we do. And yeah, so Sunny, braking is quite difficult in a ship this large. It's not necessarily something you want to be doing. Well, it is something you want to be doing, but the thing is, with something as stylized as this Nebulon-B, it can be really difficult to get... Actually, I think we can do 96 beams here. It can be really difficult to stop anyways. So sometimes what we did in the old Nebulon is we just didn't have braking thrust. Like, we literally just didn't have it. Now, you can take that as a really bad thing, but it kind of worked out in the end. So it's really, I don't know. It's kind of just anyone's game. So we can put like a 192 and be back like 192 from there, 96 from the sides, and then just put this up like 96. So like, so to have it 96 from the sides, we'll do this. So 96 like that, and then 96 up. And so that is where that little platform will be. And we'll do the same in the back. And we're going to delete my measuring tape thing I had back here. Bye-bye. And then we'll just yoink. Can already tell this is gonna require a lot of beams. And yeah, meteors could slow us down, or the asteroids. Now, ideally, this ship will never go near an asteroid. If this ship ever goes near an asteroid, I might have a aneurysm. Well, not particularly an aneurysm, but a Sim is not happy because this thing is so large that hitting an asteroid it's not likely to be catastrophic, but it's not good. It's not good. What do you mean, Jack? Like, oh, running into things? Because like the front is gonna be I can't put this lightly. It's gonna be a pain in our ass to do. So yeah, definitely. You know, we might strengthen the front a lot as well. Because strengthening the front is going to pay off in the long run. Especially if we ever want to do something fun in the case that the Nebulon is about to be captured or anything like that. And we can just go full speed ahead, or, you know, the classic damn the torpedoes. And no news on CA blueprints. I've been talking with a couple of the devs, and they're kind of on the same page we are. Like, they want them, but don't know when they're going to be coming. So, sadly, no news, but soon TM. Hopefully. Because, yeah, I wish we could get some of the old blueprints back, and we could even work on them more again, because we haven't been able to do anything in forever. Alright. Now, you may be asking, Sim, how do you get up to the navigation bridge? And I'll answer you. Good question. Because it's going to be interesting. So we could potentially have an access hatch. That might work well. Alright, there we go. And then we'll kind of just do the same thing over here. And I think that's a 72. Yeah. I love that I've gotten to the point where I can just kind of spot sizes of beams. You innately learn it after a while. And, yeah, the devs don't exactly know yet. I'm sure that the higher up, like Lori and all of them, they have an idea, but I haven't been talking to Lori. I've been talking to like Kai and people like that. So, right. And hey, welcome, Brad. I'm glad to have you here. It's always nice to see people from YouTube here for their first stream. Alright, and then what we'll do is we're going to move this back. So right now what we're working on is we are working on the navigation bridge section of the Nebulon-B. And I'll show you what that's supposed to look like in a second. Alright. So we're kind of trying to replicate this. We've got the lower part here, 96 centimeters tall, and we're currently working on this bit. Yeah, it's gonna be fun in air quotes. We're just getting the structure done. Something quick and easy, I suppose. Let's see, if we did a 15-degree camera. There we go. We did like 15 degrees from here. Where would that end up? Except we can't put a 384 beam up there because of the laws of STARBASE. I do hope we get better support for more beam angles soon, just because that is very handy, especially when building something like this. Especially because like a 15-degree is going to be a little rough. It's not shallow enough. Now, so what I'm going to do to solve this is move it back. And this way, this will work out a lot better with what we have. And I'm going to show you why in a second. So, we're not going to have it meet oh so perfectly down here, which is going to kind of suck. But it's what we got to do. Can I actually fit that? Oh, I can. Huh. Alright, interesting. Alright, but so it's going to look roughly like that. And this way we'll get a little bit more space on our navigation bridge, because it is supposed to be kind of the flagship area. So something like that. Let's see. We did a 96 will be good for this. We'll just move that right there. There are sloped plates, yes. Specifically for what we're using this for as well. And it'll line up perfectly here, because then we can just put a weird plate here. And yeah, so Sunny, plating this is gonna probably kill my brain cells. It's gonna take a long time, so just like a heads up for that. The plating episodes are gonna be a while, but you know, anyways, it's gonna be fun, one way or another. Alright, so we're gonna have something like this for the bridge. I do want this part to be an Imperial styled bridge. So yeah, I sacrificed my brain cells for an entertainment. Oh, thanks for the gifted sub, Jessica. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. So, and yes, Lazy, we are going to be using people to help the plating, for sure. I've got a couple people lined up who I'm good friends with, and plus the OGs who are going to help out. And so the previous version of the Nebulon-B, now this is from a biased source, aka me, but I would say it was actually quite excellent in combat. And it was also bad simultaneously. If you were to hit it in the right spot, because the only armor the last one had, it was the last armor that the Nebulon-B had was Bastium and plot armor. But so the thing was, if you hit it in the right area, it would blow up immediately. But it was built with such durability that even if you took off half of the engines, the thing would still fly. And there were so many redundant beams, plates, cables, pipes, that it would still fly after taking a ridiculous amount of damage. So it's a very survivable ship, and I'm going for that in this one too. I want this to be as survivable as possible. And yeah, I think you pretty much are, Max, which sucks. Alright, I'm gonna build this a little bit smaller because of how I want this, but so this is gonna be like the traditional bridge, sort of, on a Imperial ship. Nathan, I'd say you're an OG, but like people from before CA, like, well, in CA, and people who have talked a lot, helped out, you know, all this stuff, and have stuck with me for this long. And yeah, I appreciate that, Jessica. I'm glad I could help you out. And okay, so how this is gonna work is, well, let me show you. So this area is going to be like a walking space. Now I might actually have to move the beam structure around. I might have to raise that up a little bit and just have kind of a flat top up there. But this forward area, this little rectangle here, this is going to be floored. So like, you know, here, and it's going to be a glass front, and it's gonna be like a cruise ship window, or a cruise ship kind of, because we'll have glass here, so you can kind of see almost 360 from the navigation bridge. And it is, of course, going to be almost, well, the tallest part in the ship. And yeah, the people who were there for the Bastet, the first Nebulon, or have been very active for a while. And yes, I am gonna save this in case it does get one shot. So no worries there. What I think I might do is raise this up a little bit, because alright, here's what I'm thinking. And let me know what you guys think. Alright, pretend this is going to be the floor. Let's just do. Ah! Hey, thanks for the subscription, Sonny. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Another simulation. Alright, so we've got this. Alright, and this will be our floor. We're actually going to have a plate on here, but just pretend. So this is going to be down a little bit, and we're going to have like a staircase back here, I think. That this is how you would get in. You'd go up to here, and then there's an entrance like right there. But so you're kind of lowered down here, and then you pop up and you come onto the observation deck, and you can really look around there. So something like that. We're at 24, so we're... Holy crap, yeah. We're at record numbers, and this is amazing. Man, all of you guys are incredible. Yeah, a lot of people are very thankful of the tutorials I've been putting out. I'm glad to see that, because those tutorials, like, I figured, you know, I may as well. I've got so much knowledge from EA, I may as well put it to good use. Or CA. I may as well put it to good use, because, you know, there's going to be a lot of people coming in, and with the easy build mode being wonky, helping people to just normally do stuff or in-game or work in the advanced ship editor, I think that really helped a lot of people. Alright, and we're moving all of this up. Another... Are we going to be able to get a plate on this? Hold on. Alright, we're barely going to be able to fit a plate on this. Okay. So, that'll work. That will do. Alright. And we want our navigation bridge to be really larger. Or, you know, it's not going to be quote-unquote secure at all in any kind of the word. Yeah, I'm glad you got that, Jessica. That'll do, donkey. And don't you worry, Max. What we can do is we can have lights on the bridge, and then just, you know, they're not disco right now, but set them to be disco. Alright. And so we are going to link these bits up, but right now they're just going to remain separated for sanity's sake. But so we'll have a little bit of headroom. We're actually, that's going to be the perfect amount to put in plates into the floor and ceiling, I think. That extra 24 centimeters. Well, Jessica, at least, you know, at least we've got each other to make that joke. And actually with these, we might be able to do some fun stuff back here. But so the main area, I think, for the navigation bridge will be down here. So it'll be on the sides, in between this beam right here and this beam right here. That's where like combat stations will be. And there will be stairs here to go up. And then right here, we'll take out this little beam area. And then we'll have it so that this part is how you get down in like a staircase or ladder or something. And that's how you'll get down to the area. And yeah, exactly, Brad. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have it toggleable. And I think we might just have solid red lights for fun. So I'm actually going to remove this part. Remove that, remove that. Now, it is a little bit off, but... Oh, yeah, I see why it's a little bit off because of these. Hold on, because I want to try and make this ship as symmetrical as possible. So what we'll do... This part's on the outer side of the beam. So that's what we're going to do over here. We're going to move this in 12 centimeters. And you guys might be worried if this is a bad fix. No, this is a very easy fix. So don't worry. I mean, hey, the gift sub, it grants the temporary sub stuff to the person, so. Alright, now if I did like here. Alright, yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Donkey. I'm gonna have that in my head for the rest of the day now. But, okay, so how this is gonna work, you may be wondering. Well, I'm about to show you. Because I feel like today is a bridge day. Alright. So that part gets axed. Now we're gonna weld everything because I realize we've been not welding anything. Alright. So how this is gonna work. There's gonna be stairs right here on this beam from like here to here that gets you up to the navigation bridge. From down in kind of like the pit, that's gonna be our officers area. And then so you're gonna pop down here. There's going to be another platform here, and it's going to be pretty short, and it's going to have stairs at the back as well, so stairs like right here, maybe. And then what you'll do is you'll come down here, and it's going to be like the ye old elevator we had, and you'll be able to just pop down and then pop up. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this beam here. So how did I even... Oh, this beam is actually, like, properly done, I think. That's 384, 384, 96. 384, 384. We need to bring in that other 96. Oh, and yes, one of the best songs on this DMCA free playlist is cooking off now. And you know, I'm actually going to remove this part right here. This hard point, and I'm going to put it on the bottom. Now, Sim, why are you doing that? Well, it still works down here, and that way we can have this area be a little bit more free for people who are dropping in and out of the main bridge. Let's just make sure that this will actually work. Because if this does, this is going to be really cool, but if it doesn't, that's going to kind of suck. Okay, welcome back, Lorix. And yikes, that sucks. But we have not reorganized into the First Galactic Empire. Not yet, TM. I just love this beat. I don't know what about it, it's just great. We'll actually extend out beams and figure out what it kind of needs. So the plasmas, they use normal fuel. There's nothing new or different about plasmas. So they just take propellant and power. Yeah, it wouldn't cause any problems. No, not at all. You know, it's not like we're endoskeletons and have electromagnetic interference or anything, but... Okay, so the point is, we'll have this, alright, little area right here. You'll pop on, pretend there's a plate there, and then you'll like hug the wall and then go straight up. Not hitting that plate. I might actually have to remove this double beam here and change things around. Let's actually mess around with this because I kind of want to do this now to see if it's viable. So it's a 144. Let's try a 96 by 144. Yeah, it's blended really well. Like, that was spicy. Alright, now here's the question. Say if we take a 144 by 288. Alright, we're gonna delete this. Oh, no! That sucks, Clorix. Honestly, like, even the stuff I failed, I don't think I ever deleted. And, you know, because I guess in the future, like, you could have had a new limit, maybe. Hey, thanks for the follow. Does that actually line? Oh, I was like, why isn't this lining up? And it's because it's off to the side. But okay, so I'm going to weld, and then I'm going to bolt, and then I'm going to show you what kind of happens. Hey, hell yeah. And that was with ducts? Damn, man. Alright, so here's the idea. Alright, you come here, pop right up, and then you're on this part. Now there would be stairs right here that would lead you up to this level of the bridge, which would be resting on this beam. And then after that, there would be stairs right here that lead you up to this level of the bridge. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. And then you'll just hit like a beam right here and drop down, and then we're going to have to fix this because this area is like perfectly sized so that it's just an endoskeleton high. We can't actually put plates in here. So what we're going to do is that's a 96 and that's a 24. That's a 96, but minus 24, so it's a 72. So we need a 72 by 96 and a 72 by 24. Easy money. Oh yeah, I can't wait until this is completed. And I can't wait, because this is going to have so many features compared to the last one. Weld beams. Part likely to fail. Jeez, Dan, why is it everybody that I know that comes in here that's like that? Oh, I think I know why that's freaking out, and it might be because of this technically doesn't count as a ship yet. Alright, now we need our 24 by 144 to finish this bottom bit. Actually, we're gonna have to find a fun way to support these. Emphasis on fun. You know, all of the dignitaries and everything would be going through this area, but it's okay if it's a little jank, because that's how we operate. Alright. So that'll just be connected to that for now. We could do something like this and just bolt it to the... And we'll have to figure out some sort of stopgap measure for that. But for now, that's fine. An SR-71, nice. Can't wait to see that done. I always love seeing what you guys create in Starbase. You're just waiting there. Just cool. Just, ooh. Is he gonna bolt? Ooh. So you pop down here and boom. I think I'm gonna really like this. I have a good feeling. And what I'm gonna do, because I think it'll look cool. Would a 196 be fine here? Is that's too far forward. Actually, you know what? We kind of do need this part. Alright. Yeah, I wish making round ships was easier too. You guys know my sadness with that, but yeah, with strafing and all of that. Alright, here we go. Massive version of the Nebulon-B. So I think I'm gonna limit the Nebulon-B so that it's only an actual ship. It's not a capital ship. The actual capital ships that we're gonna have are gonna be, you know, cannon larger ships. So one of the ideas that we have for one of our first is going to be a our Quinton's light cruiser. So that'll be a good starting point. Alright, and we could actually have this inlaid one, and then we could have some like panels displayed here. That would be cool. And hey, Faultier, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it all depends on how detailed capital ships can get, because if they're built like stations are right now, yeah, basically doing that, or doing like 15-degree beams in a whole section. But so, this is how you drop down. Boom, look at that. Now, this plate is going to be welded in, but in the future, then you just pop up here, stairs and stairs, and boop, there you go. Easy money. And the Arquinton is actually larger. The Nebulon, I think, is 300 meters, and Arquintons are 500 to 600. Yes, that's correct. Capital ships are only able to warp. Alright. So, we've got our bridge idea kind of worked out. What do you guys think? Should we start working on properly, like, making? Well, actually, okay. Question of the day. Do we want to continue working on the bridge and then just have the bridge kind of our design for the day? Or do we, like, kind of continue with the plating and beaming up here as well? Because we could like work a lot and make this bridge. We could work on the general structure, or we could work on critical ship systems. So ship systems, bridge, or extraneous interiors. Bolt the plasma hardpoints so we can see the stress. Okay. Bridge. So far it looks like bridge, so I think we'll go with the bridge. Let's yeah, let's bolt these in and see where it takes us. I think are these 96 across, or are they a weird, yeah. Alright. And I kind of want to make sure these are symmetrical. Oh, they don't snap. That's delightful. Oh, this one does. Alright, so that's like halfway there. Yeah, okay, that's symmetrical. So let's connect it. I'm going to connect it to these 3 sets of beams here. We're not going to connect it to the large cores yet. But they are actually connected on the sides. Oh, 96 is just ever so, yeah. So if we do a 48, I think we have to do a 24 on the end. Or 36? Yeah. Alright, and then we'll take this whole thing and we're going to copy it and we're going to put it on the other one. Alright, just like that. Alright, apply to all. Add bolts. Oh, delightful. Yeah, dude, big explosions. Bruh, people ain't got shit on big explosions. And, yeah, the stress is not there. So... I forget what we need exactly to have a ship. Like, the prereqs to having a ship. Also, just ignore all of the warning signs. No worries there. Fuel and electricity? Maybe. The hard point with the thruster must be attached to the frame. Yeah. It's attached now. Well, I did bolt it now. Like, it 100% is bolted to the frame. I put those in. Alright, RStudio. There you go. There's your bolt all. I think it's not gonna do anything, but we're about to find out. Ah, bolted to the thruster? It should be. It's literally in the... But let's find out. Let's take an adventure. What do we want to hide? Let's hide the beams. Oh yeah, Brad. You know me as the champion of safety. Obviously. Okay, yeah, that does do it. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that one's gonna be rough for a while. Is that just... I honestly don't know why this is freaking the hell out. Can it... What? I think this part might have to be moved in. Yeah, warnings, they're just suggestions. It's not a warning, it's a suggestion. That's the whole mentality of, you know, it's not a speed limit, it's a speed suggestion. Alright. Don't worry, Brad, this ship is going to be the safest you've ever flown in. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm just kidding, there's no way in hell this ship is going to be like that. The Nebulons have a history. A long and explosive one. No, there was Jeskel. I think there was a sliver of empty space, and that's what was doing it. Yeah, that definitely was it. So, okay, these are at least all bolted like that. Now, why is this green, but the other ones aren't? Oh, it's because it's got the double. Alright, so what the issue is with all of these is the double supports actually allow the feet, I guess, of these to connect at multiple points. Like, there's 3 bolts there versus the 1 that these connect at. So, like, if we were to do this on both the top and bottom, it should be fine, theoretically. We love learning. But so I guess a lot of these plasmas, and we're going to just have to do this one properly. We're going to have to bolt that and do some fun stuff. And actually put in the beam structure down here, because the beam structure isn't in there. So, but what we care for is the bridge right now. Did that just... I think that just made a lot of this area green. Oddly enough. Alright, well, I guess let's do the bridge and then kind of just go with it. This is fun. Now, if I did a 144, what would that look like? That's a little too big. Yeah, don't question logic. Yeah. Hey, Cookie. Welcome. Yeah, you are a tad late, but I mean, hey, it's whatever. Everyone's bound to be late from time to time. But we're glad to have you here. So, we don't have any... Alright, this is another thing that I wish we had. I wish we had 120 centimeter beams or something like, or plates, because that would fit just perfectly for us. Like, these are just going to be 96 by whatevers, but we need to... I might actually have to go earlier today. You know, I actually there are 2 courses of action for me right now. The first is I can like stop the stream and start it like later this evening, maybe, potentially. No guarantees though. Or just because I've got to make a phone call in 20 minutes. I can either like just put us on pause essentially. I can have you guys, I don't know if I have a map on here, but I can have you look at a map or something while we wait. Alright. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long, hopefully, once it does take place. Yeah, honestly, just Skull, that's probably one of the greatest compliments I've received on this channel. Like, I gotta say, that one really made my heart warm. That's a 72 by 96, so let's do a 72 by 144. We want to kind of hide as much of the interior from this area as possible, because this is going to be kind of our, you know, our fancy area. And, no, they're not calling yet. Once we finish designing this, that's when they're gonna call, and they're gonna be like, Sim, what the hell? Like, what kind of ship are you building here? Now, we need to be a sneaky... Oh. Of course. I was gonna say, we need to be sneaky and bolt this in fun and painful ways. So technically, if we can get in here... Nope. Well, hey, the miners, they actually enjoy getting the ore, funnily enough. They're a really good group of fun guys. They find mining fun, and like, yeah, go for it. All right. So those are in. Now we want to get these. Wait, what's this one bolted to? Yeah, same. Like, some people, their passion's mining, so go for it. But my passion, it lies with bolting. Or, I take that back. My passion does not lie with bolting. No, not at all. It lies with shipbuilding. Not the bolting, though. Bolts for the bolt god. Alright. What's your major malfunction? I think that's just because this isn't connected at all to anything. Don't worry, I'll bolt. I'll bite. There's your... Exactly, Brad. Like, every time I'm like, ooh, that would be a cool idea. Then I take a moment and I'm like, ooh, maybe not. Okay, so just to check. The ship has a It's begun, gentlemen. The ship has a durability error. It's begun. Oh. So we can't do the 144s because they would interfere with that. So what I'm gonna do is plates, basic plates. It is probably just a single bolt. Well, it's actually a lot of bolts in a lot of places, but we can ignore that for reasons. Right, move that up, move that over. Hey, the durability errors give it character. They really do. Alright, now this gap right here is not... That's like a 48? No, that's a 36. So let's do a 36 by 72, and then we'll take a smaller grouping of plates. Yeah, there we go. So we need a 36 by 48, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then, so we need a 72. Let's do by 96, I guess. And then by 38. Or 36, my bad. Nope, that's a 48 by 96. Alright. And here's some extra bolting for you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of pirating going on right now, and also large faction combat, so... Oh, that's fun. A endo can squeeze underneath a single plate. That's interesting. Huh. But so boom, and then you're up here, and you can just walk down, boom, you're down here. We actually need to take out these two plates right here, because they aren't technically supposed to work there. But you can crouch, but in this area we do not want people to crouch. Just because if you have to crouch, that's an impediment to your movement, and I would prefer that people... You don't have to crouch to move through a ship. Like, say, oh, you might have to crouch to go through a tube to do some maintenance. Like, that's perfectly okay. But to crouch while you're just moving about normally in the ship, that's a little bit of an issue. All right, and then we'll do another bolt. Yeah, so how this hallway is gonna work is this hallway is gonna have two sections. It has this interior part, and then I'm gonna probably put a plate on the outside of this just to cover it extra, and then we're gonna have this other shell on the outside for extra protection and aesthetics. And the controls for editing rotation is well, you guessed it, X, Y, and Z. Personally, I'm not a big fan of X, Y, and Z. Just because it's a little bit wonky to me, but it is what it is. All right, so that's a 36 by 72. So we need a 72. Let's try a 144. Let's get it aligned first. That does not fit. It barely does, but we need a by 96. And then a 48 by 96. And that's a 24 by 96. And then, or 72, I mean, and a 24 by 48. There we are. I will most likely be streaming tomorrow, yes. I'm going to put out an announcement on the Discord, but so since I'm doing a bunch of college stuff, moving back in, I probably will not be streaming Thursday or Sunday. Sunday's still up for grabs, but Thursday probably not at all. See, I like X, Y, and Z, but I wish it was kind of more a, what's it called? From the depths kind of thing, where it would show you, like, you know, because you've got red, blue, and green, right? But on the right side, there's no color coordination, like corresponding colors. And I wish it was color coded like that, so I could just know immediately, because sometimes working in the other directions and working in 2D and 3D planes a lot, I can get confused. It's just a, I don't know, thing I like. And hey, Flop, welcome. Alright, so there's our bridge entrance. So, our navigation bridge. So, walking around, and then you come over here, and boom, right up. We could actually do this as well, but I could ask them. Oh, they have no suggestions anymore. Yeah, so I wish they did. They've been toying around with it because I've seen it a lot. There's rotation that is and isn't connected to the part. Like sometimes it's globally oriented, sometimes it's part oriented. And yeah, the elevator chutes are honestly one of my favorite things, because with elevator chutes, what you can do is if you just have your mag boots enabled, you're never going to lose traction with the ship. Alright, see ya, Clorix. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. What we're going to have here is the beams are only going to reach out here to where they actually are required to, essentially. So once they get to this part with the observation area, we're going to take them out. So that looks like this. Actually, so the deck height back here is very variable. The deck height is not particular. Right here, it's 192 centimeters, and then down here, it's I think it's 20 something. It's got an extra 12 or 24 centimeters for a little bit of jump height. So it just varies through the ship. But so here we go, and then what we'll do is this. But let's make sure. Okay, see, this is an issue. We're hitting our forehead. Can't have that. No, I did not, Cookie. Thanks for raising that with me. I'll be sure to get to it sometime in the never future. Yeah. Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, wait a second, hold up. Yeah, we need all of the bridge officers hitting their head. Alright, here we go. And then we'll put a plate in here, which actually happens to be a 96 by 144. If I'm not right, that's gonna hurt, but I think it's a 96 by... Yeah, look at that. Perfect plates. You love to see it. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, we want to move it a little that way, just so it's kind of symmetrical. There we go. Okay, so you hop down in, and you're down here. You hop in, boom. Easy money. And it's in a really good spot too, because if we have hallways to the left and right here, this won't interfere at all with them. So, alright, that's perfect. Okay. Now what we need is we need stairs. So, and just general, like, flat areas, I guess. We might actually need 192s. Yeah, 192s are going to be perfect for what we're doing. Yeah, that it works exactly perfectly. There we go. This one is off. Uh-oh. Is it? I know each side is slightly different, but that's peeking in a little bit, and that's peeking in a little bit. I think they're actually off each side, but they're the same, so it's okay, because I'll show you guys in the future, but we can work that out, and it's really easy. So no need to panic. Yeah, man. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we gotta make them suffer like I did building it. You know, I've always thought, what if you had a civil engineer? Because, you know, it takes decades almost for some tunnels to be made. What if, as a civil engineer, you made something just really annoying in a, like, in one of those? Like, in a or in a, well, I guess I say in a bridge or in a tunnel that's just so annoying for just anyone to fix. And you did it solely out of spite, and nobody can, like, ever change it because it's, well, you know, a bridge or a... Alright, so this can't be connected to anything, unless it can. Yeah, it can. I mean, yeah, you'd never get a job again, but I guess, hey, while you had your job, it'd be funny. Alright. And then let's try that 96 plate again. Yeah, so that's like a little too short, and we actually want our bolts to be on the inside. This way, getting my call now. Okay, I'm getting my call. So basically, we'll just, I probably can't work on this in the background. Let's see if we've got a... Alright, there's that, there's that. Ah, here we go. Back to the generic names for soft drinks. But I'll leave the audio running and all this stuff, and I'll be right back. And yeah, then we'll continue on with our bridge. So, short break time.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight in the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Three, two, one, zero, zero.
Discovery, go and throttle up. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alrighty, your boy is back. And yeah, the no speaking is a totally different vibe. Like, those stairs, okay, you guys couldn't hear me. I was tossing over those stairs. I mean, obviously, like, I wasn't saying anything, but jeez, those stairs made me regret a couple things. Oh. Oh, surprise, Dan. You know, you guys wanted me to do spooky streams, so, I mean, I guess this is... this is payback. But alright, so let's check out these stairs from hell. Man, if I don't get compliments on these stairs in the future, I think that's the end of Sims stair thing. But, what I was thinking, okay, is because we have all of this area down here, what we do is we kind of just make a light box. If you guys are familiar with that, and we just put like red lights or different colored lights down there, and so they'd shine through a little bit, so you can't really see the engineering stuff down there, and it could add like a cool vibe to this part of the ship. And plus we can make a disco floor down here, and that would be really cool. But so, I am really liking this. I really like this navigation bridge. This looks really cool. Oh, I'm getting chills for this one. This looks so good. I'm really proud of this. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah. It feels good, because I don't like making small bridges. I like making big bridges. Yes, the things are happening. It's amazing. And then let's get these stairs mirrored. There we go. Do. And so I'm not sure. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a chair on either side up here, but I kind of want to have the like main pilot chair that's going to be up here out of the way. Like we might just have one main pilot chair up here and then have like maybe a backup down here or extra. We'll obviously have extra terminals down there, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to put. And yes, those modules did help a lot because I can just bonk. Yeah, so that was a good idea. I'm gonna disassemble them now because we don't actually need them anymore, which is kind of sad that they're just a temporary thing, but that was very helpful, yeah. Because normally you guys see me selecting everything bit by bit, and that can get old real easy. Ooh. This is like playing Battleship, like trying to find where to put the bolts, as in like trying to find where to put your actual weapons on the other side. But so we'll plate this part and cover that up, but yeah, I'm really liking this. This is going to be a very spicy looking bridge. I'm glad we actually did decide to go with a navigation bridge up here. Because, you know, this is obviously going to get shot and messed up in combat if it so happens, but for us maneuvering around, having this bird's eye view of everything is going to be really nice, and being able to say, like, if there's visitors on the ship, hey, just go to the navigation bridge or something, because they're going to get the best view of all up here. And you're able to look behind us, which is also handy. There we go. Alright, let's just continue plating this today. Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So, Brad, what I'm thinking... Alright, so I know this is thinking ahead, but what I'm thinking is, alright, once we get our ship fully functional and everything, we're gonna have... One of the pictures is gonna be me right here. Everything turned off, HUD turned off and everything, me looking out like this while we have a bunch of like Morrigans and escort fighters and maybe other Star Wars themed ships just all around in front of us, and just seeing the fleet. Oh, chills, man, chills. Also, I don't know what's going on with these, the plates that are down here. It's just like a little bit of interruption or issues with this. Like, honestly, here's the thing. I could take this part off. I could take this part off. I think that may be the way we want to do it, but let's see if we can just cover it with the plate, because if it's... Let's just see. Because if it's off by just a little bit, that's not a major issue. Because we could also do something like this. Wait a second. It fits perfectly over here? What the fuck? Excuse my language, but what? I'm sorry? Dog, what? Why? Who bribed you? What? You're literally the exact same. Swear. What? You're the same. You're. I think it might just. They're ever so slightly off. So the issue is this is too far forward for over here, but over here it's like 1/10 of a centimeter, a millimeter off. Yeah, maybe it's the bolts. Here, let's actually hide the plates, because if we see the plates, then could be that. See, and I hate because it like fits over there. Like it fits right here. Almost. Oh, could it be down there? Could it be it's trying to fit with this? I tried using that. It doesn't work on this one. Snapping issues, am I right? What we could do is actually, what size were these plates? 72s. Of course, one of the most awkward sizes to work with. Let's try a 24 by 144. Alright, that works. Do 36. Alright, if we do a 36 on either side, then what we can do is we can do a 24 by 144 extension out, like this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't really matter. We'll bring them out like this, and then we can really emphasize this part of the ship. So, actually, I think we may just copy this. We actually can't copy that. We got to use a 12 by 96. Actually, if we use a 12 by 36, then we can do something a little bit better. That will save us tears in the long run. Which will be a 24 by 7? 24 by... Let's try a 24 by 96. Yeah, so something like this. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate that. So something like this, and then we'll just cover this area up in. So we need we need 72s. So like that. Let's see how that bolts. was gonna say, if it goes on right first time, I'm gonna be surprised. There we go. Yeah, and these gaps, I think what we can do is we can just put some style in them or something, or even just leave them in some places back here, because it's only in this back area. And what we could do, at least on the interior, is put some style in them, or we can put a different plate behind these and color it a different color. It won't line up, but out here, like if we have a 24 centimeter plate behind this, nobody will know that it's off. And then we can have a different color along these as like sight enhancers, or at least up here. And then back here we can have the disco lights for the floor. So like that way we don't have lights up here that can get shot out, but we still have a covering so you can't exactly see everything. But the bridge is coming together. And if you wanted, you can just pop right on down from up there. Alright, see you, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for the subs. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, my tomorrow's stream will be later in the day, so just a heads up for that, everybody. So instead of it being like our normal 3 to 5, it'll probably be in the evening. So probably like 2-3 hours from now. And alright, so all we would need to do is put some plating along here to cover this up, so I guess we can do that real quick. Let's hope this lines up at least roughly. I'm okay if it doesn't line up exactly. I'm not married to the idea of it being perfect, but geez, there are a lot of bolts there. But anyways, let's try a... Why do 60s always work perfectly? They're exactly what we need, but they're, in my opinion, my least favorite plate. Alright, see ya, Blade. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. There we go. That's a 72. So let's do a 72 by 96. Yeah, exactly, geeks. Like, if there were 120s, we'd be all good, but there aren't. And it creates a little bit of an issue, and I really, really don't like it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, yeah, I'll be doing stream tomorrow, so don't you worry. Alright, there we go. This one moved. Oop. Ah, that's because we did it slightly wrong. Oh. Is this off as well? No. It's intersecting a little bit, but... Alright, that should bolt. Oh yeah, this ship is gonna... Oh man. Brain machine gonzoed. Because look at this disgusting mess. I don't think I can even bolt through for some of these. Oh, come on. Let's actually just focus on getting these little bits bolted in first. Alright. Yeah, stream is so much more fun. Like, yeah, I'm glad you're able to join us. It's always a pump, because then you guys also get input on the ship as well. Because, like, with the recent influx of how much I've been getting comments on YouTube, it is very difficult for me to read all of the comments. Like, so if I ever miss people's comments, I'm sorry, but it's really rough for me. There's just so much, so many, and man, if I had all the time, I definitely would, but college student vibes, come on. I don't think that's actually bolting it at all. And fuel tanks, I think it's just the nature of fuel tanks, how they're just real wonky. How is that? All right. Okay, so it's putting the support bolts into different structures. And yeah, no, it's the yeah, after the fact to check comments. Cuz like, oh shoot, that actually worked. Cuz usually like I'll get lots of comments, and especially in waves on videos, especially when I first release them, and it's very difficult. Like, I do try to read them all, but responding to them, I don't have that much time right now. But okay, so little gaps, but that's okay. We'll be able to fix some of these, and we can just tune others. But yeah, so there's our bridge, pretty much. It looks really nice. I'm really liking how this is coming together. Yeah, the massive bolts, like these bad boys.
Yeah.
There's just, and like those, the webs, it's a lot. The funny thing is, all of these actually have a purpose, which is great. But okay, so we've successfully created most of a bridge. Let's actually see. All right, this is how you know if you've made a good bridge. Can you actually put windows? So we can. Now it's going to be a little bit wonky because we're 144 plus 24, but that's okay. Yeah, I honestly, yeah. Windows, Like if we did a 12 by 72 by 144, right, that's a 96 by 96. So if we did like, well, I mean, it's ballistic glass essentially. Yeah, and if we could even see the windows, because that is one of my criticisms. It is so difficult to see windows. Yeah, I think it is on the roadmap, I think. Double check me on that one, but let's see if this fits. You know what? It'd probably be better like this. We get that extra little bit. We're gonna have to, I don't know, because we're gonna have to support the center pane that's right here. Well, we'll see. We'll fix some windows. And you can paint glass. It's just really still kind of crappy, because like I think the best we can do is like that. You can see it's like tinted. Like if we change the tint, it actually does stuff, but it's not enough. Ooh, that yellow actually works reasonably. Overlapping layers, yeah. Okay, so we can do overlapping layers on the inside and then some outer areas. Also, question. Do we want windows in this? Like, in our, like, skylight, I guess. So, like, because we could just put plating over this and then just have, you know, regular sight lines through the glass, like, out here. Or we could also have windows up here. Yeah, since this is the navigation bridge, it's not going to be as protected as other things, but the combat bridge will have multiple layers. Yeah, plating 100% fits the Imperial style. So let's just do that real quick. Yeah. Alright, so right there. There we go, and we'll bolt those in. And nobody's ever going to see these bolts unless they're looking at us from the outside, which I mean is going to happen, but it's okay. Alright. There we go. Cool. Yeah, messy bolts can be fun. I mean, I don't necessarily want this area to be super messy. I mean, there's no way around it, but because this is supposed to be the quote-unquote nice area. But we'll also have some ops stations back here. So I guess let's move these plates back as well here. But we want to have ops stations just so you know, the ship has extra running areas. So we'll have something like this. We'll bolt those in. Yeah, auto bolt isn't too great, but it's something. It's something. So this area back here will just have chairs and things. Now, I might actually cut this area off, like, at this plate. So people can't go further than this plate. So like there's a wall right here, just because that's when it starts, like you have to start crouching. But yeah, because remember, like my thing is we don't want to crouch. So yeah, this ship has a durability error. Huh, I wonder why that is. But yeah, we'll start adding on more structural stuff, and we'll see how it works out. Because these beams are doing really good in the center. Gonna have to, it's mainly because this is the only connection point to those cores of beams. But we'll be updating that as things go along. Also, we could, well, we'll probably want to put the attachment for this, the device hardpoint, on top. I think a torpedo volley to the neck might be one of the few ways that it could be taken out like that. Jeez, these are like literally touching each other. That's a little close. But yeah, torpedo volley to the neck might be one of the few ways that this could be stopped. But see, the thing with the torpedo volley is we've got this outer plating. Hold on. All right, we're gonna test something. All right, machinery, weapons. It's not in weapons. Is it in it's in launchers. Torpedo, HE. All right, let's put it down here. HE warhead. Oh yeah. There is no, like, I'm gonna be real. There's no reason to have a large ship in Starbase right now other than clout. Literally no reason. We want the main thruster. Let's just put that back here, I guess. We don't need that. Oh, that's the nose cone. We do need that. We need a fuel tank. Big is fun, but big is vulnerable. See, so that's going to be the thing with torpedoes. To get this core actually taken out, we're going to have 2 torpedoes to hit in the same spot for it to work. So, and it'll depend on our armor, I think, but hopefully this is going to be structurally sound enough that that won't happen. Because, like, remember in the old Nebulon, if half of the core was taken out, it was fine. So, but yeah, it's a little vulnerable, but let's try it from the top. Want to aim it right about there. Looks good. Ah, okay. So that one's a little bit more devastating than one from the bottom. But anyways, yeah. So it might not be able to be 3-layered. So it'll all depend on our voxel volume, because like we're almost at half. We're at 0.8 out of 2. So it's gonna be interesting. Like at least we're gonna take at least 500 of that, like half of that for plating. So yeah, and there's no plans to add shields, and Starbase people don't really like shields right now, so just heads up. But because shields, that makes it easy in a lot of people's eyes. And yeah, I'm not sure torpedoes care about armor either, but we can put in extra beam structures to secure things. And they might increase limits, I'd hope so. Maybe I'll have to nudge them, but yeah, we'll see. But for now, that's going to have to be the end of our stream today. We did really well. We did a lot of work on our navigation bridge, and it looks really good. I'm really proud of the elevator, the stairs, and all of that we were able to get done today. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. So if you missed any part of this is going to be going up on YouTube soon. And I'll answer your questions in the comments and text if you guys stay around. But I got to end the stream here. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. Yeah.